Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Thursday, June 26, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. Pushing through resistance. If we close tomorrow, that is the week itself, above the, well, I've been mentioning how this can be nuanced, if you will. Merely closing above 150.34 by a 1% margin is buy signal enough for me. That would be a settlement tomorrow, Friday, at 151.84. But closing above 153.13 is also for good measure. Then anticipating 174.25. With present volatility, this could potentially be by the end of July, but with more recently constrained volatility, a 2 to 3 month target at 174.25. If we close the week tomorrow at 151.84 or higher, and if you want to add a settlement above 153.13 for good measure, I have no problem with that. Now, for the day itself, there is a rising channel top about 3 or 4 weeks in the making at 156.36. This may play spoiler on a potential long-term buy signal that occurs once again tomorrow, Friday, end of the week settlement. We use the weekly settlements for our long-term signals. And so while it looks good now, and it may pan out as we move through tomorrow and into next week, this 156.36 rising channel top may contain daily buying pressures, and from there we could fall back into and even below the 150.34 descending channel top by tomorrow's close. And if we do that, it's a no-go on a long-term buy signal. It would be an indication to not be long, to consider playing the short side as we chip away in the low 150s resistance, allowing, if we close tomorrow Friday, certainly below 150.34, this 133.26 rising 2.5 month channel top within 3 to 5 weeks or less. That less would come with a settlement below this newly formed 143.88 channel bottom.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Try it all free for 5 days. Cancel at any time.
And so I'll get to all that in just a moment. Actually, I can talk about some of that now to the downside. Now, upside is obvious. 156.36 is a daily resistance level that may contain buying through the rest of the week, perhaps, and from there we can fall back into the low 150s or lower by tomorrow, thus disallowing a long-term buy signal that we seem poised to see by tomorrow. But I don't want to make any strong assumptions in that respect. I will say that if we close today above 156.36, I think you can scale into a long position that anticipates the mid 170s. And when I say scale into, keep in mind it's Thursday. We close Thursday above 156.36. We still want to see a Friday settlement tomorrow at 151.84 or higher, or above 153.13. But I think you can begin, at the very least, exiting a short position with a settlement today above 156.36. I'd see no good reason to be a short NVIDIA if we close today above 156.36. Until then, we're kind of in this tipping point right now, and we'll just kind of see how it plays out. But if we close above 156.36, you can see on this chart how 174.38, that 2 to 3 month target, may be realized within 2 to 3 weeks, or as I say, by the end of July is a possibility. And we would see, I think, price acceleration to the upside if we close above 156.36. Until then, we can ease back, close the week tomorrow perhaps below 150.34. And then let's cover the day itself. If we happen to break or open below 150.34, we could close this gap today at 147.96. If we then fall back to close below 150.34 today, we could see tomorrow 143.88. 143.88 is this newly formed rising channel bottom, well suited to contain daily selling pressures. But I will say that after pushing through key resistance, and then if we were to close tomorrow, the week itself, back below 150.34, that was a trap. And longs caught in the market, who are then likely to fall away, bail out of those long positions. That adds weight to the market. And I think if we close tomorrow below 150.34, after all that, I would begin to anticipate not only 143.88 within a few days, but within 2 or 3 weeks, 133.26, I think would be the likely play. So 2 to 3 week swing traders, if we close tomorrow below 150.34, I think you can sell the market. If you're not short already, you can sell the market expecting 133.26 within 2 to 3 weeks, where we could bottom out through the rest of July and round back up into the 150s again. And on the way down, of course, 143.88 offers kind of a 2 to 3, 3 to 5 day pivot point. We could bottom out at 143.88, rally back into the low 150s. If we close below 143.88, we continue south within a week, 2 at the most, to 133.26, where we could bottom out through the rest of July. Once again, closing tomorrow, the week itself, below 150.34, you can play the short side, 2 to 3 week swing traders, down to 133.26. Inversely, if we close the week tomorrow above 150.34, at or above 151.84, 1% above that, you can play the long side. Should not be short. Certainly shouldn't be short with a weekly settlement above 153.13. And we can still nuance this a bit more, that if we close today above 156.36, odds favor a weekly settlement tomorrow above the 150.34, 153.13 area. And so you can get an early lead on a buy signal up to 174.38 if we close today above 156.36. That 174.25 level on the weekly chart, well suited to contain buying into the fourth quarter, possibly through the rest of the year. And once again, we would expect it within 2 to 3 months or less of closing tomorrow at 151.84 or higher. And if we close today above, as I said, the 156.36 formation, we will probably see the 174 handle resistance by the end of July. I think that pretty much rounds it out. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. We put out 2 stock picks a week. I've been mentioning them, and many of them are still relevant. We've been quite accurate, actually, the last several months. Very strong batting average, and always looking for stocks that will present a 20% appreciation. And so check us out at wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of the 5-day free trial. You'll also get a daily Triple Q, daily SPY, weekly Apple stock analysis. I will be back tomorrow, of course, with Friday's NVIDIA report. And you have a great day.